You finally hit the button, so now we're alive. I think. I'm shiny. Ooh, I am shiny.
Hey. Wait.
Hello.
Almost. Hey.
What's up?
It totally wasn't take two. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of FIGGAH BANGIN. I am your host, Ace Milo. Joining me tonight, we have the full crew. Not to be confused with a full crumb. Bad science joke. We have the... I don't feel like pushing the button, Eliza. Brian Ray.
Sorry, I put too much Silco in my cider. I forgot to click the button.
Oh my.
But things are good. Happy hump day. Happy skids in the mail day.
Well, you gotta do that. I don't have mine yet. This doesn't want to stay closed. Stay closed. Alright, we also have Miss Maya.
Hey, how you guys doing? Did you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed yours.
Yeah, it was very low key and intimate. It was nice.
It was the best one.
Intimate.
Yeah.
Intimate means naked.
No, not lewd. Just me, Misty, and Madison, her sister, and husband and their two kids. It was just the seven of us.
Alrighty. Good.
Laid back.
We also have Mr. JD.
Greetings and salutations, Internet land.
That's it. That's all we got.
That's it.
That's it.
Everyone's like,
That's it. Hope everyone
Everyone's
had
very
a
low-key
great
tonight.
Thanksgiving.
alright. I got a new tripod, so I gotta figure this out. That pushes down. That's got an angle. Hopefully this works. Should work. Let's see. Settings. Camera.
0.
0. How do I guess I can't preview. Alright, I'm gonna hope we're in frame. Alright, so tonight. Can I move this way? Let me see if I can. Oh, can I? I gotta rotate it that way. That's okay. We'll do it that way. Try to make it more comfortable. Okay, so tonight we are doing.
Hey, I used to have that guy.
Used to?
Used to?
Well, the Hasbro version.
Oh.
Oh, from way back when.
Yeah.
This is Fans Hobby Naval Commander, aka Armada Prime. Got the damn show for a second. So here it is. He's a big chunky boy. Obviously, trailer and bot. There's a bunch of stuff going on. Let's start with. So he comes with his mini-con.
Spark plug.
Spark plug, or I believe he was mislabeled Leader 1.
No, Megatron's was Leader 1.
Megatron's was mislabeled Leader 1?
I don't know.
No,
if it was
Megatron's
mislabeled.
was intentional.
Yeah. He
Okay,
actually
well then they
called him that in the
mislabeled.
show.
They mislabeled him in the show because so Armada was a Japanese show that was translated for America, and it was done very quickly and very poorly. So, like for example, the first time he combined with Jetfire, he calls himself Jet Convoy instead of Jet Prime. So I believe that's the only time he's officially called himself Convoy in America.
Well,
That was a mistake because there's a lot of ooh, ah, ooh, because they couldn't translate it quickly enough, so they just put a bunch of pauses in the show. There's a lot of that
Yeah.
kind of
I
stuff.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll put him to the side for a second. Let's take a look at Sparkplug. He's fucking terrible.
Oh,
This is the worst piece of shit accessory I've ever seen come with
For sure.
anything.
For sure.
So
complete failure.
he's a minicon. I don't have any minicons handy for size comparison. I believe he's a tiny bit smaller than average. He's got these little pinwheels. Doesn't roll really worth a damn.
It seems like he just slides.
More or less slides. So you can see right there, he's got a minicon port, and there are ports kind of sort of all over him. So up on top here, there's two. If you pull out these pods, there's supposed to be one here, but mine's missing. So I'm waiting on a replacement for that. But there's one on the other side. My little peg is missing on this side, so that's fun. I'm waiting on that replacement.
Now-
And he's got a couple on him separate.
Is this the second version or the fixed version?
I don't even know because I had it from Penny was holding it for me,
Okay.
and he just shipped it to me. So I was like, I don't know if he it's probably the second version, just because it's been a while, and he usually holds stuff for me, and then like sells it, and then when he knows he's getting a second order, so I don't mind waiting. But so it's painted. It's painted okay. It's yellow plastic, and there's little headlights, and the windows are tinted blue. But other than that, that's the end of the good news for this guy, pretty much. So the minicon port's there. Like I said, you can plug it in wherever. When he combines up, you can plug him in on the shoulder. That's supposed to be some kind of power move or some baloney, but whatever. He also transforms. So just real quick, here he is with. You can kind of
He's
see
a little
how
fella.
tiny he is. So we're going to transform him real quick because he doesn't deserve a lot of time. Both, or at least one arm, but probably both arms are going to fall off. The tolerances are garbage. It's not good. So we start by taking that arm off because it's just going to fall off anyway. And we'll take that arm off too. Screw it. You can come under here and pull these away, and that's going to be the legs. And obviously those flip up, and those are the toes. These pieces can come up. You're supposed to have the arms attached, but they don't stay attached. So there's a slot there and a peg. You just kind of peg that in up at an angle, and we'll come back to that when we repeg the arms back on. Now this part, I'm probably going to need a spudger. You have to separate, so it separates right here. And it is in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is it in there? I had to watch like 3 different videos, there we go, to make sure where it opened. Because I just didn't trust it. It was so in there. So the head's supposed to be down like that, so we move it up, rotate it around to the front. This just kind of sits up here as a backpack. It'll kind of sort of peg in. Actually, should be pegging in better than that. I don't know what's holding it up. There we go. Rotate around so it's facing forward. Then we take the arms again, slide them out, and that gives them the elbow joint. So then this little ball joint here is what attaches to here. And I don't know what it is, but I think it's this side, yeah. Is it that? No, it's probably the other side. Hold on. But one of these sides, I think it's the other side. Oh my word. Does it not want to stay in?
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's this side. So it's on. But you can see how much it's sprung off because the tolerances are just not, I think I don't know if it's something in this gray plastic. Maybe there's a little bit too much plastic in there. But I've seen other people have the same problems, and it's the arm that it's a problem with is random. Sometimes it's the right, sometimes it's the left. So it's basically just get it on there and then don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
So he's got some articulation. The head can spin around. The ball joints, obviously, I'm not going to mess with because they're going to pop off. I can show this side. It gets hindered a little bit over there, but you can get all the way around out to there. The elbow is just on this weird joint, and I think that's all you really get. Oh no, you can get up to there, but it looks horrible, and then straight back out. He's got these weird fists.
That is weird.
So there's a reason why they're molded like that, and we'll get to it in a little bit. It has to do with.
But I want to know now.
Well, you're gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Waist rotation in a kind of a funky spot because it looks like the hips are kind of forward of the waist. Forward to there, back to there, out itty bitty bit, decent knee, and then foot is basically mostly down, nothing really up, and no tilt. So this thing, like all mini cons, is trash. There, I said it. Put into
It's
this
really
thing.
long in the torso and stumpy legs.
Yeah, it's very clearly an afterthought, and it shows. But enough of him. We got a lot to cover. So here he is in vehicle mode. It rolls very well. So the back little treads, I'll show it when I'll disconnect and I'll show you. These are rubber treads, and they have gears and stuff that roll. So those are kind of independent. All the wheels are plastic, but they all actually roll together pretty much.
Oh, you can see the treads. Yeah.
Yep. I'll show it up close in a second. So I'm going to disconnect the trailer. So the way the trailer connects, is this supposed to peg in? Did I miss a peg? Oh, I did. This popped off the peg. That's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a little bit tighter.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So you can see where the gun stores. We'll just pop that off for now. So yeah, you see all the little wheels roll.
Very cool.
That is cool.
That is really nice.
You can see it's rubber. There's little teeth on these wheels to grip it on the back ones. So that's neat.
That's done really well.
There's no kickstand in the front. Like Prime usually has a little hitch to hold them up.
Yeah, whatever that's
So
called.
he doesn't have one of those. So it is what it is. We'll put that to the side for now. We'll come back to that momentarily. Hopefully it can stay up. Oh, also, so these little pods here that I showed before, you can pop those off. They have little doors that open. I probably should have showed this before I transformed them, but you can fit the Minicon in there if you wanted, like, have a little transport pod on the side. The back can open up, but as you can see, just from doing that, there's no way to put anything inside of them. As you can see, like, here's the Minicon ports. You can flip them up. You can peg them in on there. I believe it's also compatible with old school ones. I don't have
I was
any.
gonna ask if
I don't have any. Don't have any handy here. You can see there's a couple more here. I think those are the only ones on him. Possibly. Yeah, I think so. So here's the kind of base robot. Looks really good. Fairly clean. You can kind of tell what's going on already.
Rubber tires?
Plastic tires.
But rubber
But
treads.
so hold on. I believe these are actually POM. So POM is the soft plastic they use for like side mirrors and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So these are probably, I would assume that the rims would be shot in ABS and then they kind of shot the POM around it.
Ah.
Because they're like a little bit squishy, but they're definitely not rubber. So it's a softer
But they are
plastic.
soft.
They're soft, yeah, they're soft-ish. Yeah, they're soft-ish, but they're not rubber. So it's probably a POM or something similar. See, he rolls. You can have him separate if you want. And he rolls better technically because tank treads don't really roll particularly well. They just look cool. You can take the gun. I believe the gun can store. we put the handle down, you should be able to peg that pretty much anywhere. Like that. And that pegs in fairly stiff.
Pegs in stiff. That's good.
But here he is with an empty car so you can kind of see. So he's a chunky boy.
You have any Optimuses in truck mode?
Not handy.
Okay.
He should be about the same size as like MP10, maybe a little bit shorter. So let's see. The trailer can do a bunch of stuff, but we can probably do him in robot mode real quick. So why don't we do that? Any other questions before we? There's really not a lot else you can do. We've got the silver painted behind the clear window. We got the smokestack guns. These come off, which we're actually going to have to do for transformation. So real quick, for transformation, we're actually going to pop these off. So they're supposed to be on the side, but you can see there's another groove right there, the same groove. So in order for them to end up where they need to be in robot mode, you got to peg them in here. You can do it now, you can do it later. It doesn't matter. They actually come shipped like that, but doesn't really matter either way.
Hey, what's the trailer hitch look like? That.
So you see these two blue tabs.
Uh-huh.
2 slots.
Oh,
Weird.
So you can get some. I forgot to show this, but you get some side to side motion on that.
and that thing doesn't, like, you can't
No,
pull
as
that
a
down.
kickstand. No, you can pull it down for transformation, but it just goes straight, or it goes down. Maybe maybe we can. Hold on. Can we finagle it? Maybe we can do like something like that. You mean?
Yeah. See.
It's too low. Maybe you can go. You can probably fake it, right? Do something like that. Yeah, it kind of works.
Is it rigid?
It's rigid enough. I don't think that was intended, but yeah, we can kind of fake it because we got to do a little bit of an angle. We can kind of fake it. Okay, so transform this guy. Pretty straightforward, except for some stuff up here, which we'll get to. So we can start. We can pull these down. These are going to be the feet, obviously. We can lift up on these panels here. Split the legs. Come around. There's a slot in here where those will peg in. That does hinder articulation when you leave them like that, but you can very easily unpeg them and get more articulation. We'll get into that. But there is a groove, like if you want to have them locked in straight. Unpeg the arms and just pull them out to the side like that. You can see there's like an armature in there, which we'll get to. And then we need to unpeg this here. So you can see, you see this white chain thing? This is the bane of my existence. This thing is horrible. We'll get to it very shortly. We're going to unpeg this, and you can kind of see you got a little matrix inset going on there.
Matrix chamber.
So when we bring this down and peg that in, there's your little matrix. You'll see the head there. Now,
That's the matrix. Does it come out?
it does come out, yes.
But look at that.
I know.
I've seen a lot of matrices in my day.
Listen,
This is
That's
Armado wasn't the best. So we have to peg this up into here. I'm going to do that last because I might not be able to do it. We'll get to it. This panel just folds back, and then these two. Actually, those are keyed. I didn't even realize those were keyed. They got to go that way. This panel kind of just hangs out back there. These back hip skirts also kind of just hang out back there.
really
Ass flaps.
Then we're going to bring these forward, and we're going to take this, where this gun is, we're going to rotate this around. So this blue panel with the gold is actually a separate piece, and we'll actually slide around like that. So that exposes the arm joint, the elbow, and it puts the blaster where we need it. We're going to open up this little panel, and guess what we're going to do?
Oh my god, it's magic.
And then we're also going to collapse. This is actually, you kind of have to have everything straight, otherwise this doesn't collapse properly. There you go. Also, real quick, you'll notice there's a screw here, and there's a screw cover here. The screw cover wasn't glued on very well on this side, and it kept popping off, so I left it in the other room, on the other side of the basement, and I'm going to probably glue it back on at some point. I just, again, didn't do it yet, but it does not want to stay on this side, but this side is okay. But I have it. I didn't lose that. Is that it?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's the arms. Actually, that's basically it. So now, what you're supposed to do is, there's a hook here, and it goes up in here, and you're supposed to like finagle this stupid chain and get it to sit flat. I've been trying to figure out what the trick is forever. I sat here for like a half hour. I got it once in a half hour. I will attempt it, but if I can get it close enough, we might just call it good enough. In super mode, it does hold perfectly fine because it goes in a different position. But in this mode, mine does not want to stay in. I think this needs to be lower. I don't even know. I've been trying to figure out what the trick is. I was watching several people's videos to try to figure out what the trick is. Cannot figure out what the trick is. So that's kind of the best I'm able to really get it.
Can you put him, hold him front side down and try to do it?
It doesn't matter.
Let
there's
gravity.
so many little hinges. It's not gravity. It's just all these little hinges. Some of them are tighter than others. Like this one, this base pin right here is tighter than anything else, so it doesn't want to, and everything else will bend before it. And I think that's the one that needs to bend. Like I can get it close fairly easily. Wait, I think I got it. No, did I? No.
Take that.
See, like that's it, but it's not the matrix. You can see if you look. I don't know if you can be able to tell, but so you can see my hand straight through it?
Uh-huh.
The matrix isn't hitting. It's something like that. It's just a matter of the way these stupid things fold up, and it just doesn't like to cooperate. I literally got it one time. But you get the idea. This pegs into the chest and locks in. All right, so it's kind of holding now. It's going to pop out again for sure, but you get the idea.
I hope so.
One more thing we can do. So this bit right here, so you see this little white tab? Gesundheit.
Thanks.
These got to come out. This panel does not like to lock in either.
This thing's batting 1,000.
It is.
Yeah.
Pull these out, and that actually unlocks the waist. If you don't do that, you don't have waist articulation. I'm just going to unpeg the feet so we can have some range.
So those tabs popped out, unlocks the waist.
Unlocks the waist, because you need to lock them in for super mode.
Okay.
So that locks them in. And that's him. So the head is actually on a double ball peg. So there's a ball peg in the head and a ball peg on the other end of the stem into the neck. Head looks fucking great. So we get all this wiggle waggle. You get a little head bang, forward and back. Not a ton up and down, more so down than up. So up, you only really get to there. Down, you get to there. You get the side to side, you get the forward and back, and you get all the way around, no problem. Shoulders are on this. Oops, see, I touched it and it popped out. Probably not going to stay. I don't have it lined up properly. Shoulders, so you got friction hinge up here to there. And then you have a big old ball peg in the actual shoulder. So you get kind of up to there, get all the way around, and you also get some wiggle waggle. You can do shoulder
Wow.
shoulder crunches. I don't know what the hell those are called. I'm such
Shrugs.
I'm such a gym rat. Bicep swivel, ratcheted elbows. Get you 90 degrees. I think you technically get more if you pull the arm out, but you get monkey arms. Fist, so we get rotation at the fist, and then we have, I believe, so we got typewriter fingers with the hook. You got the index finger separate from the three base fingers, the three other fingers, with the base pin joint. So you get one joint, and the thumb is set. Then the thumb does not move. Fixed. Fixed. The fingers are also a different color. Like the base of the hand is like a gold, and like the fingers are more of a yellowy. So that's a thing. So we unlock the waist, so now we have waist rotation. Do we have ab crunch? I don't believe so. No ab crunch. These back skirts kind of have to get out of the way. They're on hinge swivels. Okay, you can move out of the way. These are ratcheted. So we get 100% of the Van Damme. Pretty much straight out. Almost straight back. This is in the way. 90-degree bend on the knee. Technically, you can get more. There is a double joint. We have to pull it out for... Oh. Also supposed to push these up. I forgot about that. Kneecap's supposed to get pushed up. Let's see, what else? And then the feet. So if you leave them locked into that position, you get basically nothing. You just get toe. So if you unlock them, you get technically all that. This joint is ratcheted. And then you can also they can also extend out. They can make them like a little extra tall. So you get all that. You get the toe, and then you get an okay tilt. Not fantastic, not the worst. It's enough to give them a little bit of a stance. So you can also take his gun. He's got the standard Fans Hobby peg slot groove thing. So that can go in there. So what's cool is it's got the Fans Hobby slot groove, and then it's also got a 5mm peg at the bottom. So you can peg it into stuff and use it properly. So that's nice.
Properly.
I believe. So he has these missiles in the missile launchers up there, which we'll show off in a minute. These are actually spring loaded. The spring is actually inside here. You can see a little gray piece in there. That's actually the spring. And I believe we can stick that in here. Yes, you can. Load that in there. And we can fire it. If I can. Where's the button? Does it do the locking thing? I don't think it does the locking thing. All right, where's the button? Where's the button?
Where is it?
I actually didn't do this yet. Uh-oh. I have no idea where the button is. Because Fans Hobby like to hide the button, so it's seamless. Oh, there it is. Okay. Jesus Christ. So if you want to put your eye out, you can do that.
You put your eye out, kid.
I like that they do that also because it's, it looks good with the bullet in there, and it still looks good without it. So that's neat. So yeah, he's fairly articulated. He's not crazy articulate. He's actually more articulate in super mode. But it's a decent core robot. Real quick. Size comparison.
Little on the short side.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get bigger. So the trailer, you got a lot to cover.
It doesn't transform on its own like the original, eh?
Why you such a fucking thunder
Oh
thief?
God, Thunder Thief.
So here's the trailer. It does not transform on its own like the old one. So
You were planning on saying that?
yes.
I'm sorry.
So for those who don't know, the original Armada toy, inside Optimus, there was an infrared LED, basically like a remote control. And inside the trailer was a receiver. And when you transform the arms and open the arms up, it would trigger the LED. And if you aimed it at the trailer would open up into base mode on its own. It had little motors in it. And funnily enough, you might think this is crazy, but it wasn't built very well. And it would often catch fire.
Really?
Yes, you can look that up.
Huh. I did not know that.
That is a fact.
So like the
So
motors
unfortunately,
just burned up or something
I guess
in there?
it's just something. You can ask Asphalt Matrix. It's caught fire. So, Joe, we can take these pods off. Got a lot to do. Take the pods off. There's a little close-up of the pods. Got some silver paint on them. They're symmetrical. So we can take the trailer. We can rotate this bit around and just kind of leave it down here for now. It doesn't really lock in anywhere. It just kind of sits down there for now. So we can take these bits. So he also has these missile launchers, and those are individually fireable. Wow, that one really sucked. So you can little gray buttons on the top that you can launch those out. So we can take these rocket launchers. Those are ratchet. You can hear those. Kind of pull these down. Okay. I believe we can fold these up. I don't know how much this is going to get on camera, but we're going to give it a try. Some of this might be off camera. What's next? Before I forget, you have to rotate here and here. I think that's just for lining up pegs. So at this joint here, and there's another joint up here at the top of that gray piece. Before I forget. These are just going to come around. Then we're going to split this and open up these panels. There's technically another mode where you take these panels and you kind of go move these up here like this and wrap them around and do some weird shit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's one of those modes because we say it's a mode. We'll worry about these in a minute. So now we're gonna open this up, and we have to line up this groove here and there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on camera because it's gonna be a little unwieldy for now. Yeah, 1 second. Is that it? I think that's more. There we go. I don't know if that's perfect, but it's fine. And then we gotta 1 second. I'll line that up. All right. I think that stays open. This is gonna stay like that. Yeah, I think that's right. These are gonna stay kind of up here for now. These little pieces in the back come down. They're gonna be a little ramp. Actually, these can open up a little bit more. And kind of make the ramp all the way. Come back to those in a minute. These panels come up back here. Then this section here should stay together. Lifts up, and then lifts up again, like that. Underneath here, this little arm comes up. There's 2 slots on here. It's going to go into these 2 slots there. Peg slots go in there, like so. These rocket launchers come up, and that is going to go into a slot in there, and that peg is going to go into a slot in there. Kind of unwieldy, so it's kind of hard to get everything on camera. There we go. Now these rocket pods you throw on a swivel, so they can go point them anywhere you want. Right? These they go. So these ramps swivel around. Okay, they're gonna end up going kind of like that. There's a little peg here or panel here that's got to fold down. You don't have to fold it down all the way. It's got to fold it down so it's out of the way. It's gonna go for that little groove. That cutout is gonna go around this armature on both. So we're gonna do that on both sides. I had that right the first time, I think. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, there it is. You just fold that down. If you fold down all the way, it's kind of a pain to get it out, so you just don't have to fold it down all the way. So then this is going to come around. These are going to peg together and wrap around that post, like that. These, obviously, legs are going to split and kind of open up. You can kind of do whatever you want. You can open up as far as you want. They're very metroplexy. So we're going to pull up on this, and then pull this whole gun up to raise it up, and then extend out the barrel. There's a little groove that you can get your thumbnail into, and pull it up.
If you have a thumbnail, just
You have a thumbnail. And that's basically base mode. So then we can take his gun. Okay. Oh, that panel opened up again. Fold these up and over. Extend it out. And you can kind of peg it in kind of wherever you want. Kind of made to go like there-ish. And then you can take him and kind of stand him up inside the base. I'm not going to go too crazy, but you kind of get the idea. You stand up in the base, and you can grab the 2 handles, and you can open up his matrix. Oh, I forgot to show the matrix. I'm going to show that before we go on. So you can have, I'm not going to have him grab the handles, but you can have him, he has the same groove, so you can slide him into the hands and have him grab the handles. And you can have your little play set. You can put the missiles, angle the missiles where you want. Oh, and you can also take these pieces. I believe this one goes on this side. Yeah. So there's a groove. This is this angled piece cut in, and that goes onto here. And there's another groove kind of on the bottom. God damn it. It doesn't matter. You get the idea. That goes on this one. The other one goes on the other side. And you can lift up this little panel. There's a little rocket pod in there. You can do the same thing with this on the other side. And there's your base mode. So all that would happen pretty much, not that level of intricacy, but would happen automatically when you had the original toy. You just go,
Yeah,
and like everything would, yep.
Did it talk?
No, there's no electronics. There's a lot of lights in the eyes, but I didn't put the batteries in. I don't know if I have the batteries. And apparently it's a pain in the ass to do it. I just didn't get around to doing it yet.
Yeah, there were little batteries in the cab and the big batteries in the trailer part, if I remember correctly.
Oh, the original?
Yep.
Yeah, the original, there were double A's in the cab. I mean, in the trailer. Questions, comments, concerns about base mode? It's a thing. They made it. Okay.
Ace, do you collect the Armada Energon and all that stuff too?
I have all that stuff for a reason. I got it extremely cheap.
Oh, okay.
Like I got the whole set, like the entire collection, from one guy, extremely cheap.
Are you gonna be in on? Well, I'll ask that question at the end.
You take all this stuff off. Real quick, let me show you the Matrix because I forgot to do that.
So did you just get this because it's a Prime, or you think it's cool, or fans hobby
Yes,
fan, or?
yes, all of them.
Oh, okay. Cause all right, you weren't chasing down the Armada and all that stuff. You just happened to get it.
You mean the original stuff?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't chasing it. It's just, hey, I got this stuff. It's really cheap. You want it? Okay, here you go. Here's the Matrix. Got a little bejewel in the middle. Nothing on the back. So if you remember, I said this guy's got funky hands, right? Do you see where we're going?
Yeah.
I think so.
So they're cut specifically for him to hold the Matrix. And he can hold it with two hands technically, but the arm will fall off. So I'm not going to bother with that. But you get the gist. We can put the Matrix back. And that's the Matrix. Of course, that doesn't hold in worth a damn. Okay.
Did Prime have a Matrix in that show? There ain't no.
I don't. Yes,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Okay. No other questions about base mode, right?
No.
It is what it is. Okay. So we're going to partly transform it back. So we're going to start. We're going to come under here. Fold up these. We'll fold them up a little bit more when we get there. This comes on pegs. We'll just, all right, you know what? Those can stay down for now. This comes unpegged, folds up under, folds back flat. This folds down, little ramps. Fold up into there. Do those peg in? Yeah, they do. Okay. These unpeg, I believe. You're going to stand it up. You can kind of see what's going on here. These little feet, these are obviously the feet. The toes are going to come in. They're going to lock into there. If you notice, when they lock in, the toes are pointed up. So there's actually a little joint in there to give them a little bit of toe articulation. Crotch piece folds up, pegs in. This comes unpegged and rotates around.
Up. Camera up. Or
Sorry.
are you done? Something rotated around.
We just rotated this around to the back.
Okay.
These panels, kind of just fold them flat as you can. And they're just gonna
Any
sit.
chance of those panels you can just detach them at all?
You can pop that pin out,
Oh, there's pins?
or you can take it apart and take out the mushroom peg. Ooh, that got chewed up a little bit. You'd have to pop out screw hole covers. To pop out all these screw hole covers, and you might be able to get in there and get them out.
It would have been nice if you could just pop them off like
Pull
the
'em off.
yellow guy's arms,
All right.
since they're hideous.
These, I think, go this way. So we're going to peg in. These are just going to peg in along here, and then these tracks are going to fold down and peg into there. So they're, and we can also split them. Let me show it again. This whole armature, just push it down. It'll peg in a couple of places. And that black peg is going to peg in there. We fold that down. And then these fold down. And they become part of the back like that. We can kind of fold those out of the way.
Do those pop off by chance?
No. I mean, well,
Oh.
technically you can unscrew them, but they are ratcheted in.
Oh, damn. Well, the ratchet is the gray piece, right? Not the
Yes,
not
not the blue
that
piece.
hinge, right?
You pull this down.
Well,
You
it looks
need to
like
give
those
them
are easy
foot
to
joints.
remove. Like those are the ones I want to remove. Those
Those
things.
are easy to get off in the skirts, in the side skirts. That's for sure. Okay.
All right.
That's what. Okay.
It's not gonna work.
So that's the pants.
It's gonna fall.
There's the pants. Now we gotta turn him into the shirt. So we're partly gonna transform it back. We're going to open this flap up. Oh, we gotta extend-o-matic the arms, which can be a pain. There you go. Fold up the hand. Close that back up. I believe we closed that joint up. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do with the arms. So again, we're going to extend-o-matic. This side is easier. Open up the thing. Hold in the hand. Close that up. Close that up. Let's see. Next, leave this kind of open. I believe we got to open this up and put that back here. Unpeg this and peg that back all together. We're going to make a little box around his head. And we're going to take this stupid armature, and you can see there's a screw in the middle, that black screw in the middle there. This whole bit slides forward and back on there, and you can probably see there's two hinges here. So what we're going to do is going to pull it out and continue pulling it out so that those hinges fold up, and that'll give us the clearance we need to rotate that around 180 degrees, and then fold those joints back up.
How many drinks were they
I don't
in
know.
when they're like, let's figure out how to do this?
I don't know. But now that just folds down, and that pegs in, and that's fine. So it's fine in car mode. It's fine in super mode. It's just in mini prime mode, it's horrible. So now we're going to come under here. We're going to lock. Make sure that it's straight. Lock those back in. Fold down the kneecaps. These are going to end up folding back behind here. And then we're going to extend-o-matic the legs. So they click. Here we go. And now we are going to split the legs like that.
Whoa, wait, stop. So, how did
We're
that
basically spatchcocking them.
How did that waist swivel work when they were connected again?
These pins lock it together. So these pins lock this so it can't rotate. If I pop this out, this can rotate.
Where?
It doesn't keep them together this way.
But that's not how a waist swivel
It keeps this
works.
from. No, the waist swivel is here.
Yeah, but how does it?
Look.
Yeah, show me again.
No waist. Can't rotate the waist.
Right.
Open these. Waist. It's hitting
it
these
doesn't
panels.
spin. Oh wait, it does.
It's just hitting these panels. It can go all the way.
But where it's
locking inside here. There's probably a groove or something, and then a pin, and then that's locking them around the pin. So now they can't rotate. It has nothing to do with the split.
But the waist splits, or is it only below the waist that it splits?
There's probably a pin on both sides or something, and that's locking it in. There's probably technically two joints.
No, seriously, are you guys seeing this? Is your mind not blown? My mind's blown. How does that waist work when it splits in half?
Split it open again. Split it open again. You can see the tabs that lock it in on the white piece.
Yeah, wait, Ace.
That's the ends of those.
Can you spin
see
one
the
side?
eyes and the mouth.
Look at that. That's crazy.
And it came off.
Oh, sweet. You broke it.
But now I understand.
At
That's
least,
nuts.
At least we fixed Brink. I actually hope I can get that back in.
Who would...
You broke it.
Who splits a
Frank.
waste mushroom peg like that? That's fans hobby. They're
Fans
wild
hobby.
men. They were drunk when they made this. It's like, let's put these crazy plastic chain things in here, and we're gonna split the mushroom peg in half. They never would have thought of that. They
Never.
thought we were crazy. They told us we'd never do it.
Silly American.
But we
don't know
did.
what's coming.
You did it.
Okay, so now we got to flip him around, thusly. These are gonna. So you notice there's two tabs. This tab is for vehicle mode. This tab is for super mode. So we're gonna kind of. There's a hinge. There's an angle tab in that gray piece right there. So we're gonna rock this down, and on an angle, tab that in like that. So rock it down, tab that piece in on an angle. Kind of fold these out of the way. These are going to come down. These end up, so these shoulder panels actually have to rotate that way, I believe. And then these are going to come around, and there's a couple of pegs here. There's a peg in a hole and a peg in a hole. And these all tab together. You just kind of got to line, make sure everything's lined up. And those will tab in, thusly. So that creates the shoulder pads. So again, rotate that around. Oops. That way. Peg in the tab, two tabs. Rotate it around like that. So now, we're going to leave these kind of shrunk down there. We're going to open up this bit here and this bit here on the top here. We're going to open up. Actually, we can do this now. We're going to pull this section forward like that. Don't pull it too far because you can crack the front. Open up like that, nice and gentle. Lift this up. That's the super head. Close it back up.
Super head.
And we're going to come over here. We're going to open up these front panels 90 degrees. I can get the other one out. 90 degrees. And then open these up, thusly. And then these panels we flipped up from the top, you can see that these like puzzle pieces. And they're on kind of funky angles.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to line up with that. And they're going to hold that in position. You kind of just fold those panels until they line up. Like that. Now, this is kind of the weird part, but... So, as you can see, that's no good, right?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to lift this up, and what we have to do is we have to push these little panels while this is up, and that will lock the shoulder in. It's very difficult to do, and the easiest way to do it. What?
Never mind, keep going.
So the easiest way to do it is to actually use his chin as leverage, and that'll start it going, and then come on the other side with a spudger and start kind of pushing everything together. Ugh. 1 second. Grabbing at the wrong place.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
There we go. And now shoulders locked. So we do that again over here. Lift that up. Use his chin. There we go. Is that enough? That's enough. That locks that in. Now we take, oh, that piece came out. Push that back in. There we go. So now you notice there's two tabs on here and 2 grooves in here. And we're going to ratchet these up and peg those into the shoulders, and those will also help to lock the shoulders. So now they're locked in here end there. You can fold out the little horns. And then we can come under here. We need to rotate everything. So this has got to come that way. This has got to come that way. So you're just getting the joint where it needs to be. Lift up on here, I believe. Yep. Flip out the combined fists. Those were hiding in there the whole time. You never knew it. These come around the other way. 1 second. So the way you know is there's the waffles go on the inside. Like that.
You hear that, Hasbro? Waffles always on the inside.
Like that. And that is super mode. That is shirt mode.
Shirt mode.
Shirt mode. If you've ever watched Energon. So, here's where we run into a small issue. So, the way this comes together is there's some pegs here, some clips here, and a clip here. And you're going to come into the pants, as you do. And there's these two holes and that hole. And the clip goes in there, and the other clips go into the front there. This is hard to say, because I hate doing this shit, but if you notice, so there's these two clips here, right? They make a little friction clip.
Oof.
Oh,
and if you look on this side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when you peg it in, it is secure. It's not going anywhere. The thing is, there's a joint here. So there's an ab joint, spoiler, and it's ratcheted. See it? This half moon section. I was trying to figure out how that joint worked, and I kind of like held everything together, and it kind of popped off a little bit, and that tab broke off. It still holds on super secure. I'm going to see what I can do about getting a replacement. I don't know how we're going to replace it, but we'll see what we can do. So what we're going to do now is peg that all in. The super mode. 1 second. There you go. So you kind of push the back hook in and then push the forward in. And I'm going to pull out in just a second. Let me just get him kind of standing up. One second. Let me just angle this up. And there he is, all super moded up. So you can take his gun, extend it out, and he can hold it. We can also take these pods. Oh, one other thing I forgot. This can come around like this and give him kind of gun knees if you want. And then these rocket pods, you want them to face the right way. So they go that way. So if he needs to deploy rockets, he's got them there.
They wouldn't by chance fit on his shoulder pads on the top, would they?
I don't think so. Actually.
I'm just curious.
1 second. Actually, they might. Yes.
Okay.
But you can't see that.
I think that's a thing, but I can't remember.
Well, if you want it to be, it is. Anything's a thing if you try hard enough. I feel like I'm not. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. So, head is on. Oh, that actually pulls up. Aha. We sunk it down a little bit like that. So, it's on a little extend-o-matic. And then ball peg. So, not a little bit down, a little bit up. You got some waggle, and you got some rotation. Shoulders, you basically got that little wiggle there. And you get out to there. This is all ratcheted. Elbows are ratcheted. These are the knees. Get basically 90 degrees.
They don't pop those things off the back. Jeez, man.
That's the original didn't either.
I know, but the original it actually formed the
It was a
back of
brick.
the legs. Yeah, it
It
was a
what?
brick. Never mind.
Yeah, it was a brick.
But I mean, it didn't have kibble. It formed the legs.
Well, because it didn't have articulation. Um, I showed you that waist joint. He's got the ab crunch that I showed. I don't really want to mess with it too much because I'm worried. But you get the idea.
No, come on, do it.
No, I'm not. These are on hinges and swivels, so you can kind of do whatever you want to get them out of the way.
They don't get out of the way.
Not great on the Van Dam because of these panels. Maybe about halfway to the Van Dam.
Oh.
Oh, that panel just popped off. That's fun. I guess that was something that goes back on. Like that. Hard ratchet forward. Almost straightforward. Oh, that panel.
Oh.
These ratchets are very strong. They're actually very hard to move. Back to there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Knees basically 90. And then, let's see, thigh swivel, friction, and the feet are ratcheted. So you get down to there, you get some up, you get that little toe movement, and you get a decent ankle tilt. Oh my god. Big clunky robots is not easy to do on this show. He also comes with, I forgot to grab it off the table. I can't if it's a big deal, but he's got the more toy accurate head crest. So the gold ears on the show are more like pipes. He comes with those. I forgot to grab them. They're on my ottoman. And he also comes with a clear visor piece. I guess it's a replacement for the eyes if you don't want the. I'm assuming it's for. So he's got gold red eyes. I'm assuming you can replace that with the clear piece if you want the LED to look better. Like if you want to see the LED more clearly.
Oh, does it light up?
Yeah, so I didn't put the batteries in it yet. I just opened it yesterday. I've been busy. But apparently you have to open up like a bunch of stuff because there's no visible screws. So apparently you have to like pop the face off and get some screws over here somewhere. There's some screws back in here somewhere, so I didn't get a chance to do it yet, so I don't have the batteries in there yet. I don't know how much I care about having the batteries in. These are on little ball joints. So you can get his crotch however you like it. Hands. Forgot to show the hand articulation. So he's got base swivel, but now he's got actual articulated hands. So he's got ball jointed thumb at the base with one joint, and then each finger is base pinned, and then two more joints. So they're pretty standard articulated hands. No splay, but they're much better than the individual mode, whatever, non-super mode hands. You extend the gun out. You have a more proportionate looking gun.
We have a
There's that.
question.
Sure.
How much of this is paint and how much of it is just shiny plastic?
The blue is pretty much all plastic. All the accents, obviously, the silver is down here. All this gold is paint. Most of the gold is paint. The only gold that's not painted, you can actually see the hands. It's the same deal with the hands. Oops, I didn't want this. Do that. You can see it's a different color.
Yeah.
So that's plastic. That's paint. The red is mostly plastic, and the gold and the silver is all paint. You can see the different colors of the ears and the crest. Crest is paint. Ears are plastic.
Mhm.
That's paint. So it's, I would say, 80% plastic, 20% paint. Maybe 75-25. Somewhere in that.
More of a
Somewhere in that range.
85-15.
85. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot
You
of
can
panels
also-
folded up there.
There are. You can also do something weird, which I'm not going to do. You can kind of like flip these out and have like, pull this out and like kind of like do something like that and have like, the crazy super mode and have this over her shoulder if you want. You can get into the weeds with all that stuff. Do it however you like. I'm not going to go too crazy with that right now. But you can do it. There's plenty of super modes you can do it. So I prefer just to kind of leave these on the back and out of the way. But if you wanted to have them more active as weapons, you can do that.
All right. Well, let's see how big he is.
I probably should. It's gonna be too much of a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna show them the standard stuff because I don't feel like getting any of the big boys down.
Oh.
I'll grab a Titan if you want.
I don't know. You got a power baser standing around?
I do, but it's a pain. It's
No worries.
You see him in the corner over there? It's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
I
to
see
see.
him.
He's like right there. He's got everything on him.
Oh, okay.
If I feel
Yeah,
like if I take
would,
him down, it's gonna be a disaster getting him back.
I'd want a Jinrai, not a God Master Jinrai.
Oh no, he's got all the armor on.
So, how tall do you think he is? Do you think he's like a Jetfire size? Fans Toys Phoenix size, I mean?
He's in the case. I'm gonna say a head to a head and a half shorter.
Oh, really? Shorter than Phoenix? Wow.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe it might be a little closer than that.
What about Ultra Magnus? You think about same height?
Yeah, he might be a little bit bigger than Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ugh.
Pay no attention to the toys behind them.
Somebody fell. I think it was a Rekgar or a Junkion.
Toy Mafia says he is not happy with your purchase.
Why is that?
I don't know, but he couldn't translate it into emoji. He actually wrote that out. He's serious.
Oh boy.
Gotta say, he's
Yeah.
he's not entirely wrong. This is not got some issues.
So
This guy.
he's definitely got issues. I do really like him. The back piece of this fell off. The piece holding it up. Hold on, because that's gonna keep falling. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm glad that this series didn't resonate more with me.
There we go. Oh God, who fell? Rekgar? Oh no, whoever this Junkion is fell, and whoever that Junkion is fell. 1 second.
I was hoping that the little mode would have been really nice, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I think the combined mode is better than little mode.
I don't think either mode is all that good. I'd much rather just play with the old toy.
Yeah, only if you got Bendy Prime.
Yeah, the Benny one's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't combine into his super guy though.
No, he doesn't. I think it was the crown jewel for a long time.
And actually, some of the repaints of it, like the white one and the
I
black
have the white
one,
one.
they go for some pretty good money. At least they did
Really,
like
because I tried
5
selling it,
years
and
ago.
I tried selling it at NJCC several times, and nobody even. Nope.
Is that a guitar?
That was
No, that was my
blast.
detail.
Oh.
That was me putting a knee into my detail. So yeah, so I don't know. I was really excited for him. In combined mode, it's really good. It's just there's so many. There's a lot of little things, right? The
Yeah.
tab, the problem is it's not hard to transform. It's actually semi fun to transform. Like it's not fun, but it's like fit and finish stuff, right?
Yep.
I think that's their I think that's their really biggest problem right now. Because otherwise, it's a fun figure and it looks great, but it's just like the little things. The plastic they use is weird. The red plastic and the blue plastic is the kind of softer plastic.
Yep.
With tough shears instead of snaps.
Yep. That's how they do.
But that's nothing new. This thing is hot trash. It's absolutely horrible. I can't get it. It's gonna fall off. You can see it springing back because of
Uh-huh.
it wasn't molded right. I don't know. I do like him. He is cool, but it's not even a fault of like the design of the character. I think it's just more of a fit and finish kind of thing.
Yeah. I think maybe a couple different ideas for engineering probably would have done it well too. But I really wish they had made it so you could just pop all that trash off though. I mean, screw it.
That's not the way they roll though.
Yeah.
They're not as they're not a mostly aesthetic.
It's an imposing piece though, and they tease the
Overload.
overload, and so I can only assume they're going to be doing a Jetfire. It looks
Didn't
like
they show? No, they didn't show Jetfire yet.
no, I don't think they even teased it yet. But I mean,
No.
it's pretty easy, right? Jetfire forms the pants, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Mhm.
looks like that red piece. It's just those 4 tabs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that should be easy enough to plug into some new pants and work it. Um, I tell you, man, I wonder how big and heavy that overload's gonna be.
Yeah.
Cause now, the overload
Overload.
would, let's see, the G1, pardon me, but the Armada toy, did it just fasten at the shoulders? I can't remember if it
I
fastened at the
have it,
back.
but I never
Yeah,
actually transformed it,
no,
so I don't know.
but that's gonna
Yeah.
be a big guy. It's gonna be big. Are you in on the Megatron and the the guy, the boat guy?
Starscream?
No,
What?
he's a boat Titan.
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave?
Tidal wave, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, I might actually be in on the tidal wave. I always liked tidal wave. I thought it was cool.
Then you got to get Megatron because he combined.
Nah, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. That's nuts.
Gotta.
Nope.
All right, so he can't touch his butthole. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
attempt it. I can tell you, it's 1,000% he's not getting anywhere remotely close. Especially now with all the. I guess it's not even that bad in the back. Like all the extra stuff. It's just really those 2
Okay.
pieces.
Wait.
That kind of stuff doesn't
That was
bother me.
Oh
funny.
yeah. It's not that bad in the back, you know.
Not that
There's
bad in
all
the
that
back.
shit hanging
Wait.
off of it.
What?
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse, but wow.
What about the yellow guy? Can he do it?
No, he can't even fucking keep his arms on him.
Alright.
I'm trying to transform him back because I want him to be a car and nothing else ever again for the rest of history.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna put this
I
on wrong.
mean-
God damn it!
In Super
Oh, there we
Robot
go.
mode, he looks good, but that's
Yeah,
about it. He looks perfect, really. Based on the source material.
And technically, if you do this, you're supposed to give him more power or some bullshit.
Arm come off guy.
I like how they have you fold out the minicom ports and pegs. That's pretty cool.
I mean, at least they're not poking out everywhere.
I wonder if they'll make a Star Saber like the 3 minicons that combined.
You mean
the sword?
Yeah, that was
no? It
that
wasn't
was
called
pretty
a. It
cool.
was the No, the Requiem Blaster was the gun, and the sword
There's a bunch
was
of planes.
yes, that is correct. Hold on.
It wasn't called the Star Saber?
I don't think so.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
Maybe it is, and I'm incorrect.
and then they used the term Star Saber again in Prime. I was like, man, this Star Saber gets around.
Oh, it is. It is. You are correct. You are correct. And the Requiem Blaster is what killed Prime before he reformatted. They could do a recolor him into the upgrade model, which is the exact same figure. It's just like more grain
Yeah.
greens and stuff.
Power Links Prime, I
Power
think, or
Link?
something like
No,
that.
Power Link was Energon. Power Link was Energon Japan.
Oh no, we're gonna have to Google this. Is Power something? I don't know. It's not Power Master, but then
No.
there was also
Power Pooper Prime.
there were some
Powder Prime.
retailer
Yes,
exclusives.
there's a yellow one because I have
gold.
That was,
Yeah.
the gold one is Costco, which I actually have
Was it
for the same reason I have the rest of this stuff.
Transformers
Oh, I mean he's a good figure. It's just if you've messed with anything Fans Hobby in the past, Power Baser or Overlord or anything like I don't know. I still kind of think Overlord's the cream of the crop.
Yeah, that was their.
But it's very similar. It's similar build, materials, similar kinds of engineering, and similar. It's got. Oh, sorry. Okay, he's got similar issues to Power Baser. Like all the issues people have with Power Baser is stuff not locking in completely secure and tabs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's solid. Like you can lift him up, no problem. And those
Shake
tabs,
it.
everything holds him. I don't want to risk breaking another tab. But like it's solid. It's just a shame.
Here's the this is actually called Power Links.
Was it Power Links?
Yeah.
I thought Power Link was Energon in Japan. Was the name of Energon in Japan? What the hell am I thinking of?
Well, I think the Power Links in Armada was just recolors, but in
They were. It was an excuse to
Energon
sell
it
more
was a
toys.
gimmick. Yeah, in Energon it was a gimmick. This is actually a BBTS listing. They had it for $100, so I guess they had a used one or something. Very odd.
Money well saved. For
All right.
me.
Anybody else got any other questions? Questions, comments, concerns?
Nope.
Nope. My tooth hurts. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I can remove it for you.
Something.
All right, so he can't reach it. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
All right, did we grab the chat?
Yeah. We had KJ Smith, Toy Mafia, Lowell M, ROC Jesus, Charlotte
Oh, my.
A, Matt Hurd, and Eric von Wolfenstein.
All right. Just wait as we get out of here. Mr. Brink, where you at?
At Brinkalizer on Instagram. And yeah, tune in here. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. You'll see me.
All right, Miss Maya.
Find me on Facebook under my name. You can also catch me on the All Queued Up podcast that publishes on Fridays, and occasionally I'll hop on with JD and them on Shelf Gravy. But yeah, that's it.
Mr. JD.
Pigment Surgery on Instagram, Xbox Live, and on this very channel right here on various nights of the week.
I am at Ace Milo. Pretty much everywhere, mostly Instagram. Follow the other Cool Table Network shows. And let's follow the Cool Table Network page on Facebook. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, that's probably about it for tonight. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching after the fact. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Later.
Toodles.
Say it with me now. Really?